So I got to tell you guys about the wedding I attended this past weekend. I'll tell you straight up front, except when my parents got married when I was about 3 or so, 2.5, I never really attended a wedding before. So if you want to be technical, it's been about 22 years and I really couldn't remember the last wedding. So I really considered this my first wedding I've ever been to. And it was fun. It was fun. It was my wife's aunt, and everybody was together, and it was a happy time. But I got to tell you guys, the best part was the flower girl. Now, flower girl was the 2-year-old granddaughter of the groom, and she was so adorable. She was dressed in this little white dress, little white and yellow dress, and it was so adorable. Well, her dad is leading her up the aisle, and now she's just carrying the basket with the flower petals in it, and she gets to the very end of the aisle, and the dad's like, "Look, you throw it." So he throws them all on the ground, and she bends down, she starts putting them back in, and she's yelling at him. She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he takes them and he throws them again. He goes, "No, you throw them, you throw them." And then she gets this look of realization / pure joy on her face. She's like, and she just starts throwing them, and the photographer runs up to take a picture of her, and she throws them in the photographer's face, which had us all laughing. So fast forward a little bit, they're doing the ceremony. My wife's aunt looks absolutely gorgeous. The dress is just amazing. There's much tears of happiness. And the flower girl decides she no longer wants to sit down. So she goes up to the altar. She's going up and down the stairs, running around. And my favorite part about the whole thing is that my mother-in-law is a bit of a prude. So there's this look of absolute internal screaming on my mother-in-law's face, which I'm biting my lip so I don't laugh, because my mother-in-law is sitting there and she's smiling, but there's you can see she's just and it's not even that I don't dislike my mother-in-law. It's just really funny to see her kind of want to be it's all I could see in her face was inappropriate. So my mother-in-law, in an attempt to rectify the situation, she's one of the bridesmaids, so she's on the altar. In an attempt to rectify the situation, she holds out her hand to the flower girl, and the flower girl goes, and it just echoes through the freaking church. And the preacher, my wife's aunt, and the groom are trying, they're trying to keep a straight face, and so is everybody else in the wedding party. They're all just kind of trying to smile and not do anything, but the look of torture on everybody's face as they're trying their hardest not to laugh was the highlight of that wedding. It was that 2-year-old. I hope somebody filmed it so that later on in life they can show that 2-year-old that she was the funniest thing at that wedding. Other than that, guys, it was so heartwarming. It was really fun to be there. I'm so glad that I got to go. I'm so glad I got to attend. And I really can't wait. I want to see more weddings. It was so happy, so much love. And, it was just great.